Jag here, and it's time for Jag's Jabs. Today, the Jag is traveling to a live wrestling event, and I'm not alone. I've got the encyclopedia. He's driving, and we're sitting on the 405. If you know anything about the 405, you know we're going to be here for a while. But today, the Jag is jabbing at Mr. Hulk Hogan, the immortal Hulk Hogan. If you paid attention yesterday, and you saw the Jag's rant about X-Pac, how X-Pac deserves to be a two-time Hall of Famer because he's a member of both the NWO and DX. I said at the end of that video I was going to talk about Hulk Hogan and why I don't think he deserves to be a part of the Hall of Fame, at least a two-time Hall of Famer. Now look, this is a sensitive subject. A lot of people don't want to talk about racism. Sometimes when people like myself, I guess if you want to use Kofi language, people who look like me or people like myself bring up anything about equality or fairness or whatever, some people don't like it. Right, Pete?
Understood.
Some people feel like we're whining. Well, I'm not whining. All I'm saying is, well, let me give a little background. I love Hulk Hogan. I loved Hulk Hogan probably as much as any kid in America could love Hulk Hogan. Me and Hulk, dude, I love that dude like you wouldn't. If you consider how much I liked Hulk Hogan and how I felt about Hulk Hogan, every time that man comes on TV, I can't help but smile. I can't help but smile just a little bit, and that is until I remember how Hulk Hogan feels about me. Every time I look at Hulk Hogan, I have a sense of joy, and then I remember what Hulk Hogan had to say about people like me. And when I think about that, I think, why is this guy being celebrated? Now, let's be honest. The reason he's being celebrated is because of the money. Vince McMahon is not going to let his greatest cash cow, or one of his greatest cash cows, sit on the shelf. But now Hogan is back. He's making all these appearances. He's even talking about another match. Please, God, do not. But I don't know how I feel about Hulk going into the Hall of Fame a second time. It's bad enough that you made these comments and alienated a whole freaking segment of the WWE universe, if you will. But you got to come back, and now we're going to freaking celebrate you and give you an award? I think Hulk Hogan should have just stayed in the background somewhere with his Legends contract, counting his Legends money. Because anytime you go on television or on record saying these racist, stupid, closed-minded, ignorant things, I think you need to stay your ass off of television. Pete, what do you think? Pete is just going to co-sign today on Jag's Jabs. That's all right. So look, every time the encyclopedia and I get together and do a jab, it runs long. So I'm going to cut it short for today. That's it for Jag's Jabs. If you agree with me, hashtag let the Jag know. If you disagree, then use hashtag prove the Jag wrong. Either way, I think Hulk Hogan needs to stay in the back, count his money, come out every once in a while, do a little dance for Real American, count some more money, and get the hell out of Dodge. But the second time in the Hall of Fame, I think not. You know who does belong in the Hall of Fame is Eric freaking Bischoff. Especially when we're talking about the NWO, Eric Bischoff needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
I'll take Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, yeah. Well, I was speaking specifically about the NWO, but damn right. Owen Hart, Davey Boy, there's so many people that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame ahead of Hulk Hogan's monkey ass twice.
For a second time.
Look, I used to love Ron Paul. I don't know how you feel about Ron Paul. But when the truth came out about Ron Paul and some of the racist things he said and did, those papers and those articles that he distributed, I began to refer to him as racist Ron Paul. And as much as I love Ron Paul's policies, I couldn't get past his freaking racism. It's kind of like Prince or Michael Jackson or R. Kelly. I love the music, but some of the stuff you did is just a little bit questionable, just a little bit suspect. So yeah, Hulk Hogan, you'll always be the immortal Hulk Hogan. I'll always appreciate Real American and all the crap you did. Hell, the Icon versus Icon match against The Rock is one of my favorite matches of all time, but I can never in my life forget what you said about people who look like me. And once again, that's it for Jag's Jabs. Follow us at MakeMeAFan316 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And follow the Jag personally at AKA the Jag. See you tomorrow.